This week on the Wet Slap, Kyle's 28th birthday!
Sick.
Can you tell the listeners what is inside Barefoot and what will happen to you if you drink it?
We get AIDS, dude.
Well, I hope you like your gift, man. You're licking it.
He's a sommelier. Of course he's looking at it.
Can I have some more wine?
Yeah.
Wine. That's a lot.
300 Spartans versus you and 10 guys with pepper spray. Who wins that battle?
Yeah, we're winning.
We might not win that. Oh, hey man, your hat fell off. Can I have more wine?
I want you to clip what you just said. Put it on your account and see how many people.
It's already up right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting a little too drunk on the podcast. What is this, man? What's going on? What? Oh, sorry. No. I don't give a. Golly. Did you trademark that mic positioning?
Did I trademark it?
Did you trademark that?
What do you mean?
Because you should. The way you just positioned your mic is
Nice.
podcast breaking. All right. There's no track. Offset. Sorry. May you?
That did not work out.
I guess it didn't even matter. It's off camera. All right. 3 dudes with wine. Welcome back to the podcast. This is the Wet Slap.
That is actually unreal.
Yeah, that's a science-based podcast, evidence-based, peer-reviewed. Everything we say is factual. We would never lie. Why would we lie? Why would I lie?
Put a little asterisk as you're saying that. What's it called? A disclaimer.
Disclaimer, yeah. Dude, something big happened this last weekend. Chris Bumstead. I know y'all know him. He's a sensational bodybuilder. He won his 5th Olympia title, man. Now, in our generation, I don't think we appreciate people. Why are you squirting over there?
Dude,
You're like a freshman
Rinsing the
girl at
palate.
high school. Jesus, man.
rinsing the palate. Go on.
He's a phenomenon, and I don't think we give him enough credit. It's insane. To win the title 5 times in a row, Mr. Olympia.
People have won it more times.
He did it again. He did it again. He did it again, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, why y'all don't mess with C-Bum? I feel like y'all don't really like him. Is that the vibes I'm
I
getting?
don't really know who he is.
You don't know Chris Bumstead?
Not really.
He's awesome, yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, he's dope.
I feel like we don't.
First of all, can you who is he?
I thought you would know him just because of being on the internet, and I feel like Barstool covers him and stuff too. I know that's the type of stuff you consume quite often, or no? Pardon my take, probably talks about C-Bum.
No.
Well, I think as young men, there's a lot of role models out there, people our age and younger, who look up to people like Juice WRLD, the 999, stuff like that.
So to answer your question,
C-Bum is a good role model.
He's a bodybuilder.
Thank you.
That's the first thing I said. I prefaced it with that.
I know, but you were going down a different path.
I like different paths are often, the path less taken is often something about philosophy.
He's the bodybuilder that a lot of internet kids look up to.
No, he's not internet kids. He's the number one. He's the 5-time. He's Chris Bumstead. He's 5-time Olympia.
Would you know who he was if he wasn't on YouTube?
Well, yeah.
Me, probably
he won
not.
Mr. Olympia.
Unless I went to the Olympia.
I know, but I couldn't tell you who won Mr. Olympia the last 20 years.
Ronnie Coleman?
I couldn't tell you what year he won it.
True.
He won it 8 years in a row.
What years was that?
No idea. I was hoping you'd ask.
Yeah. He's just one of the GOATs of our generation. That's why. He also has a wife that used to date somebody else who used to be the GOAT, Steve Cook. So his wife, Courtney, she's an amazing wife, and they're actually a perfect couple, but she was dating a guy named Steve Cook, who was huge in the fitness industry before she married C-Bum. I'm like, how do you jump from that's like dating Michael Jordan and then LeBron James later in life.
Well,
it's like, how did you pull that off?
It's like Larsa Pippen.
What'd she do? Who'd she date? Pippen? Scottie Pippen?
She was
Who
married to
else?
Scottie Pippen. Now she's engaged to Michael Jordan's son. Yeah.
There's an age gap there.
Crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
huge age gap. No, not that. Maybe like 15 years, 10 years.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. It's like that one girl, been getting a lot of attention lately, going from Leo DiCaprio to Logan Paul.
Yeah. I don't even remember Logan Paul's wife's name right now.
I don't think that we're
Slipped
meant
my
to.
mind.
She's totally meaningless.
Well, she's suing Dylan, what's his name?
Dennis.
Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
She's suing Dylan Dennis.
If you ask me, that's a bitch move.
It is a bitch move because it's like you
You're in a
married a
fight,
guy who is an internet influencer who fights UFC fighters. You're going to get tossed in there.
Thrashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really jumped into that.
I mean, Dylan Dennis literally was just doing his job by promoting the fight, and that's how you do it, is you talk shit. I think Logan Paul and his needless to be named lady crossed a bit of a line there.
Yeah. Also, Dylan Dennis did do some unspeakable things about his wife, but it's all fair game.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Especially if you truly hate someone, like from your core,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can say that you would feel bad about.
I don't think I'm a fighter, bro. I just don't think I'm cut out for it. I think I'm a protector, but I'm not a fighter. I can't be I can't start it. I have to just make sure it doesn't happen, and if it does, I'm ready for it.
You're the mediator.
Yeah.
The sheepdog.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, let me say something. So last week we smoked cigars in the garage for a long time.
Yeah.
I got home. What?
Go ahead.
What?
Oh, we just relate.
Do we?
Bailey didn't make it home till like 4 a.m., dude.
Are you serious?
Bro, I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave. I was
He was
like,
stuck on the couch.
I was nauseous, and I was like,
Oh, see, this is a whole different.
Oh.
I got home, showered, all my clothes in the hamper. I woke up, my room smelled like I had smoked a pack of cigarettes in my room.
Ooh.
yeah.
Because I pull out my jacket from the hamper and it's just smelled like straight fucking smoke. All my clothes in the hamper were I had to wash them twice.
What do you think my garage smelled like? I'd walk into my garage and I swear the 1930s would just hit me right in the face, bro. I'm like, there's some pool sharks in this room right now. I was looking around corners. It was crazy.
Nah.
Somebody's playing dominoes, betting money. It was crazy. What's the scent? Actually, scents bring you memories. The scent of cigarettes, what memory does that bring y'all?
A scent of cigarettes?
Because to me, it bring my grandparents' basement, and my grandma would drink this really cheap beer, and she'd always be down there cutting through envelopes from the mail, smoking a cigarette. So whenever I smell a cigarette, I just remember my grandma Patty sitting down there drinking cheap beers, going through mail.
I never really knew anybody close to me that smoked cigarettes when I was younger.
Your family's perfect,
I would-
okay?
I know. I would say it would probably be me, because when I was younger, secondhand smoke used to scare the shit out of me because of the DARE program. So every time I'd see someone smoking a cigarette outside a mall or something like that, I would hold my breath until I was just past them, just because I thought that little itty bitty bit of smoke that would get inside me would cause cancer.
Damn. I actually can relate to having that fear. I didn't know that DARE was still a thing.
It's still a thing?
Yeah, I was walking into Walmart and there was somebody out front doing something for DARE. And they were kind of pestering. So I looked at him and really sternly said, "I do drugs." And then I walked into the store really fast.
You're a patriot.
Oh my God. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do that to Girl Scout cookie sellers.
Yeah, because they were trying to hand me something. I'm like, "I do drugs. The drugs are good."
I feel like that's such a dying cause in today's day and age. Just because of how much medical backing there is to marijuana and psychedelics. It's why even have the DARE program? I get alcohol abuse and drug abuse, but before it used to just be don't drink, don't do drugs. But
Well, to be honest,
it's a norm.
all three of us, and this is self-incriminating, all three of us have done drugs pretty much our entire late teens and young adulthood thus far. And we're pretty screwed. So actually, I think they need to bring the DARE program back because our lives are messed up.
Are they?
Pretty bad.
Is yours messed up?
No.
Okay.
I love drugs and I love life.
That's what I
I'm
thought.
doing both.
Yeah.
Do both at the same time, right?
They go well together. Life and drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And gym.
Dude, gym, drugs. Yeah.
Gym and drugs.
It's
I
talk
know.
about the mind and muscle when you go to the gym after smoking a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
There's a guy named Max Taylor who's big in the fitness industry right now. He does YouTube videos for internet kids. He smokes in his videos. He's the one fitness influencer I've seen that shows him smoking and is like, this is why I do this. It helps me on this. And he actually competes. And it's cool seeing that be popularized. And it's almost enabled me to, rather than feeling secluded when I smoke before the gym, when I do smoke before the gym, I'm not so secluded and anxious because it's not taboo. It's like, oh, the greats do this. So I'm locked in and I really just feel it.
You know, this is going to sound very old manish of me. I don't mind people smoking before the gym. I've smoked before the gym all the time.
Okay.
Coming into the gym reeking. Like I was sitting there just on bench press the other day and this kid walks by me in pajama pants and his fucking Crocs or slippers, whatever he was wearing. He just reeked. I was like, seriously, dude? You don't care that much?
Well, to smell that bad, he had to have like just hot boxed his fucking
Yeah, it was just like, come on. Like at least put some like cologne over it or change your clothes or something, man. Like literally the whole section of the gym just reeked.
Yeah.
I take my scent very, it's very important. If you smell bad, nobody's going to take you seriously, you know? Or if you have sweaty hands and you give a man a handshake, I'm not signing a deal. Seriously.
What about dry hands?
Those I can put up with.
Really?
As long as they have lotion in their purse.
You know, I get so insecure because I'll be like working and all that kind of stuff, and someone will come like shake my hand, and I know I'll have like calluses and shit on my hand, and my hand will be dry, and I'm like, damn, they are shaking a piece of sandpaper right now.
I would much rather shake a really dry hand than a really wet one.
I think, yeah.
So I wouldn't feel.
But still, it's a whole different spectrum of weirdness. Like obviously, I think people are very conscious when like shaking someone's hand while it's sweaty, but
yeah,
hand too.
I won't say his name, but he's one of my favorite people. And before I like went to dap him up, and before I dapped him up, he's like, "Hey, I got sweaty hands." And then I'm like, I'm not gonna say I'm not shaking your hand now. I'm gonna dap you up, and I don't care about the sweat anymore. If you let me know, I don't care about the sweat.
Oh, see, I do the elbows whenever I have sweaty hands. I've
heard. Yeah, that's like the I'm at work. What's up?
Or a good fist bump. I do elbows if my hands are occupied or like I'm eating.
You know how disrespectful it would be if your hands weren't sweaty or soiled and you just went for with somebody you see at like the gym or passing by in the mall. It's like, I'm not even worthy enough for a dap up.
I usually, if I don't want to dap someone up, it's a fist bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes fist bumps are good anyways.
I say I'm a usual fist bump doer.
I kind of prefer it. It's less intimate. Some people I don't want to.
But would you ever, if somebody went in for the handshake first, would you ever be like, oh no, fist bump?
I've done it many times.
Oh my God.
Especially if it's someone I don't care for or know, I need to let them know immediately that we're not on that level. Like we're not close enough for that.
So it's the pecking order. You're just setting it up for them.
Kinda.
Okay.
Sometimes I use fist bumps because it's quick and casual, but sometimes I use it to shut down someone's social advances with me.
I just do fist bumps because you can't really fuck up a fist bump.
True, exactly.
It's so hard to fuck up like a dap up or a handshake. Fist bump is, you have to be just blackout drunk to fuck up a fist bump.
Because the damage to your relationship with someone when you have like a botched dap, it's very tangible. It's like you can never. It's almost like there's just a disconnect forever. If you have a really bad, you go for a dap up and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like you can never reach the level you once could have if you didn't mess up that dap.
I have an experience that I never really recovered from, and it was a dap up. The person we dapped, but I guess he was going for the mid 5, let go and then hug. I was going for the grab and hug with the other arm. And so my arm was stuck between us like this. And yeah, I've never recovered. You doing all right, man? Dude, 28 has never looked so good. Oh. How's it going being 28, dude?
Are you fucking with me?
No, it's his 28th birthday. We brought the hats and everything, man.
Oh. That's foolish.
How 28, man? How's it going?
You're really like doubling down. Why do you keep saying that number?
I think I've said it more than twice. I think it's like
4 times.
Yeah. Why do you keep saying that number?
Holy fuck.
28th birthday. It's Kyle's 28th birthday.
No. We went to school with this man.
Dude, should we just ear rape the listener?
All right, hey. We're going to ear rape the listeners. If you're listening to audio only, unplug your headphones right now. And if you're on a YouTube, just turn it down, okay? You ready? Kyle's 28th birthday!
He's not
Sick.
28.
How old are you really?
How old do you think I am?
24.
Billy, how old do you think I am? Dude, why the fuck did you say something?
What do you mean?
You're not 24 though.
No, I'm 23.
You're turning 23 now?
No, I haven't turned 24 yet.
Oh, he's right. He's right. His birthday's tomorrow.
I have to say you're a son of a bitch for that one.
So you're saying my mom's a bitch?
I don't know. I don't know her well enough to make that claim.
That's all right. That's all right.
Today's sponsor is SeatGeek. With 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. Maybe even like Little People boxing or something of the sorts. They put all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you're getting a good deal. Each ticket is rated. Look for the green dots. Green means good. The red means bad. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return tickets ahead of the event with swaps. You know I came through for you guys. Use the code THEWETSLAP for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That is $20 off your first purchase with promo code THEWETSLAP. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Shout out SeatGeek. Back to the program. Well, listen, we're not skating past your 28th birthday, okay, Papa? I have something for you.
Number, man.
28?
Yeah.
28.
You know what's better than 28?
I don't. What's good about 28?
24.
29.
Okay.
But seriously, close your eyes. Actually, don't open your eyes.
I'm not opening them.
So,
If I get fucking nut tapped, I'm going to lose my
don't
shit.
look. Don't look. All right. So, my friend Kyle here, he's a mainstay on the podcast. He is very into wine. He's studying for his sommelier.
Almost.
Almost?
Almost.
Say it. You say it for me. Sommelier.
There you go.
Okay, sommelier. I said sommelier.
But you told me to say it, and then you said
Sommelier.
it at the same time. I was going to say it.
Yeah, I had it. But anyway, so I got.
Using
Hey,
both hands.
close your eyes.
I felt like a fucking weirdo using both hands.
Okay. I got him a very nice gift, and Kyle, I want you to open your eyes. Here, brother. Can you hold it up?
Thanks, man.
Can you explain this wine?
Moscato, muscat grape,
Yeah.
sweet,
Okay.
deliciously sweet, some may say.
What about the branding? Are you a big fan of this brand?
Barefoot, yeah, man. I would say I'm probably their biggest fan.
Okay.
They got 90 points at the 2017 Monterey Wine Competition.
They paid for that for sure, right? So what
Had to have.
you told, I enjoyed Barefoot because it was an affordable wine. You told me one day there was something wrong with Barefoot. Can you tell the listeners what is inside Barefoot and what will happen to you if you drink it?
You get AIDS, dude.
What?
No. So my thing is, I sound very like snobby talking about it, but it's not like Barefoot and certain others, they don't have wineries or anything like that. So they just buy grapes off of other producers and then they just don't give a shit. There's no like, it's just a big factory that makes this. There's no special nothing.
Would you say because of that, it can be really like inconsistent?
No, it's very, very consistent. Like it's probably tasted the same for the last 10 years.
I see.
So Barefoot is the drop shippers of wine. They're drop shipping wine.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, I hope you like your gift, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, love you, brother. I'm glad I could be here for another birthday. And I think we got about 5 more in us.
Can we make a flaming cocktail out of this?
You're asking the wrong guy.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know how to do that, but let's do it.
Fuck.
We had smoked old fashioned not too long ago.
Wait, do you want to show branding? They're not a sponsor.
Yeah, they didn't sponsor, but they're so bad I doubt anybody would buy it. Oh wow, you're defacing a brand. This is there's gonna be some collateral on this clip. For the listeners on the audio only, he is right now defacing.
I can't.
I mean, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but this is a bottle of wine, brother. This is considered. Wow. The fact it's that easy to take off, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of those two things, which one's going to keep you alive?
Okay. In other news, your birthday's over. Sorry. Spotlight's off of you. Okay.
But it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's still tomorrow.
All
It's
right. We're done celebrating it. Sorry. Junior MMA replacing Little League baseball.
Junior MMA replacing Little League baseball.
I think all our kids should just.
There's a whole petition to get rid of Little League football. Why would the junior MMA be the solution?
I think head trauma is needed.
Do you?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I want you to clip that and
Well,
put
so-
it on the internet.
Junior MMA, I guess you can't punch in the face, but you're allowed to kick and punch in the body, and then also tap people out and put them in submission.
Yeah.
So these kids, when they punch, they're punching towards the chest or the ribs.
Sounds like that's lame.
Yeah,
Well, kids shouldn't be fucking getting CTE.
true. Dude, I got CTE from jumping on a trampoline.
You didn't get CTE.
I did.
You didn't.
Dude, I can't even say sommelier. I have CTE,
No,
but I said it right that time, right?
you did.
Okay, thank
I
you.
think.
Jumping on the trampoline all those years and feeling my brain shake back and forth. I know people can relate to this.
Mhm.
I definitely damaged my brain when I was like 10 years old.
What
Yeah,
brand
forever.
trampoline did you have?
I don't
Call him
remember.
out. Don't buy that one.
Yeah.
Gave him brain damage.
Yeah.
There's probably one brand that owns the market.
Big trampoline guy. Name 5 trampoline brands.
I never said I'm a big trampoline guy. I said I was
You
a
had one
trampoline
growing
kid.
up. Name 5 trampoline brands.
Okay. Spalding.
Name 10 books.
Lifetime.
Name 10 books. I couldn't do it.
I'm joking. I'm making fun of someone
I couldn't do it.
who asked the same question he just asked.
Who asked that?
I don't know the guy.
So you can.
I know that fucking Hispanic kid on the podcast.
But he's got a name or a stage name or something. I forget what.
I'll be honest, I saw a clip of him on TikTok. I forget his name, but he was interviewing, I think it was Lil Peep died, right? Yeah. And it was Lil Xan. I think it was Lil Xan. And like it was a really stupid, I'll have to show you guys after, but it was really stupid, but it made me giggle for no reason just because I was so high last night.
Who's this Spanish kid interviewing people?
I don't know his name. I forget his name. In reality, us saying his name would probably be a terrible thing for this podcast.
He just acts really high and mighty, and acts like he knows fucking everything.
He asked people to name 10 books.
Yeah, he was on that podcast that I cannot stand them. They're just a bunch of whores.
Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit, yeah. A bunch of Miami whores. And he said to one of them, I think, on that podcast.
So after the Sneeko
I could be
episode.
wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah. After the Sneeko episode, I was invited to a party with the Fresh and Fit guys. And I specifically said no because I never want to end up like that.
That's a good call.
Yeah. So sorry, Fresh and Fit. You guys are just a little
Disgusting.
yeah. Why do we keep making people like that famous? Like Neon and Zerka and those streamers and Fresh and Fit.
You know, it actually makes
yeah.
me think there's a lot more stupid people in the world than we think.
But what sucks though is I'm their view counts as well.
You are?
Because I'm looking at their content in a negative look. I'm not a hater. Like some of this stuff, I get it.
Attention at all costs.
Yeah, but it's attention at all costs. It's all sensationalism, and I watch it. You know.
You don't play like a little game with yourself when content shows up on your feed. You don't like scroll as fast as you can to try to get the algorithm to realize that you don't want to see that content ever again.
Sometimes.
I play a game on like how fast can I block the account or how fast can I press don't recommend ever again in my whole life.
I didn't know that was a button.
It is.
Do not recommend the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to show me that button.
It's on YouTube Shorts. You hold down the screen and it goes, don't recommend ever again for my entire life as long as I exist. And I click that button every time anything has to do with Fresh and Fit shows up on my feed.
Wait, is it Fresh and Fish or Fresh and Fit?
Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit, but Fresh and Fish is a great idea.
Okay. That'd be a good
It's monetizable.
seafood cooking.
Yeah. Long John Silver's competition.
Yeah.
Fresh and Fish.
I don't like seafood though. I don't really eat seafood.
You could pull that off.
Seafood, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna eat it.
Do you eat seafood? Okay.
Have you ever tried seafood before? Gross.
I say
It's gross.
Rachel does not like seafood.
Has she tried it before?
She's tried select things.
So has she tried it before?
I couldn't tell you. She's never tried it in front of me.
Usually what gets everyone is shrimp. Like if you don't like seafood, you just try some good shrimp. Usually that can turn anyone.
They're so ugly though. They're like the cockroaches of the ocean. Salmon, for me, salmon's a good starter kit.
True, salmon is, but it's very fishy.
Yeah.
Like of the fish, it's very fishy.
I'm trying to think of what was it? I think it's tilapia is not too fishy.
Tilapia is gross. I've heard they can be disgusting because they're farm raised, but they eat like they chuck these really densely packed cubes of garbage into the water. I've known someone that raised tilapias, and they're just raised really poorly most of the time.
Do you eat pork?
No, I fucking hate pork.
Oh, you don't eat pork?
Pork is disgusting.
Okay, then never mind.
I do not eat any pork ever.
I was about to try to just like.
No, thank
Like-
you. Yeah, no, I don't eat pork. It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
Damn.
And tilapia, disgusting.
Oh, I eat both.
Yeah,
They're delicious.
they are. They can be, but they're really gross. Like basically, tilapia live in like sewage type conditions.
I don't want to hear it.
And they eat garbage and feces. It's really nasty.
What's your favorite pork item?
Pork?
Yeah.
Chops.
He's out of the conversation. He doesn't eat pork. What's your favorite pork?
chops.
You like pork chops?
Pork chops.
I would say that's my least favorite pork item.
You don't like when you can't even chew it, and so you have to swallow that whole piece and then drink water right after it.
It's like eating like rubber tree bark.
Mm.
Depends how it's cooked.
I've had
bacon.
I've had
I
that in
mean-
restaurants too.
The what? So bacon, ham, and pork chops. Those are our three options.
There's brisket.
Oh shit! Yeah.
There's pulled pork.
I'm going pulled pork.
I say pulled pork's
Baby
fire.
back ribs.
I want my baby back. Baby back.
Pulled pork.
Ribs.
Still.
Chili's. Baby back ribs.
Why?
You guys are too young.
Why?
What do you mean? I'm with you. He's not.
BK, have it your way. Is that what you're saying? Can I have some more wine?
Yeah.
Can we all fill up our cups? We're all empty.
Once you figure out what he was quoting just then.
Sing it again. Chili's. It was an advertisement for Chili's.
It's an advertisement for Chili's, but
Okay, what? How else can I describe it?
don't worry about it.
We're all the same age.
I'll give you a
Why are
hint.
y'all fucking
I'll give you a
big
hint.
dogging?
It's a show that you love.
That's a lot.
It's a normal ass pour, dude.
Oh, I'm thinking of a movie. Am I
What
thinking of
movie
the
are
wrong
you
thing?
thinking of?
I'm thinking of a movie where a very large fat man is trying to eat a midget.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that on the dark web?
No, it's
Jesus.
Austin Powers
Oh,
when he's.
Oh no, I was thinking of The Office.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I think they were quoting Austin Powers.
I think they were just quoting the Chili's commercial.
That's quoting Austin Powers. I want my baby back ribs.
I didn't know that was quoting Austin Powers.
You haven't seen that video or that movie
No.
where Mini-Me,
I know of Mini-Me.
Michael Myers is playing one of the really fat like contract killers that was hired by Dr. Evil, and he wants to eat Mini-Me. And he sings, I want my baby back ribs. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna save this, because y'all are fucking hooligans. I just want to say, unknown entity, you're fit.
Thanks, brother.
Oh my gosh,
Thank you.
I'm not even playing with you, man. When you first walked in, I don't think I've ever been this attracted to a man before, and I'll state it right here.
That's very kind.
Do you think so? Do you think people who are afraid of gay people actually uncomfortable with their sexuality? Like we all have those friends where you kind of act a little, skittish and gay a little bit just to have fun,
Let me ask you this.
and they're like instantly, don't say that shit to me.
Do you know anybody that's afraid of gay people?
Yeah,
Who's afraid of gay people?
almost all the friends I played basketball with growing up are terrified of gay people.
Hold on. You're saying afraid.
Wait. Why is that?
What? Know your demographics.
Yeah. What was the demographic?
I don't know. If you start throwing percentages out, I just might shake my head. Yes. It's true. Urban culture does not like gays.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to compliment the fit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. So you have some talking points. I want to get to some of your stuff.
Sure.
Please draw it out.
Oh man, I was watching JRE with Elon Musk the other day, and I was absolutely shocked that someone in the position of Elon Musk on what I would argue to be the biggest platform of information in the world. I don't know of one that gets more views or more.
There is none.
Yeah. He said on that that fucking George Soros, he believes George Soros that he fundamentally hates humanity.
Wow. And what does George Soros fund?
George Soros is he's a billionaire investor philanthropist, and he's actually the number one financial contributor to the United States Democratic Party.
And Elon Musk is on the biggest platform in the world,
claiming that he believes George Soros fundamentally hates humanity because the things that George Soros does are corrosive to humanity.
Creepy.
What does he do? I'm not familiar.
George Soros?
Yeah.
He was born to a Jewish family in Hungary, and he's old, so he actually lived through World War II, and his family got out of Hungary by using like fake papers, and he made his way to London, where he studied philosophy, and then got into banking, and he made his first big chunk of change by shorting the British pound and accurately predicting that the pound would fall in value.
So you're telling me a dude who's never worked a job truly in America.
Well, you don't know that. He probably has.
Well, the way he made his money and became so rich was from shorting the British currency in Hungary.
Yeah.
It's like those people don't relate to us, and I don't relate to them. And so the fact that they have such a sway in what's happening in our lives is just crazy and mind-boggling to me. I don't relate to George Soros.
Mm-hmm.
Never met the guy. I'm willing to have an open conversation and meet him, but just based on his background, it's like that guy didn't grow up in public school in Orlando, Florida. He doesn't know what I went through. He doesn't know the lifestyle we live here.
Yeah.
What if he's a Magic fan?
Well, then he's cool with me. He's cool.
Yeah, but he's a political activist.
He comments Markel Fultz under every Magic post.
But that's how you win. The heart's over of the American people.
Yeah. A quick Google search told me that he actually donated $180 or so million to the Democratic Party between 2021 and 2022.
And they barely won.
Yeah. And number two, the second place donator donated like, it was like 79 million or 89 million. So it was like almost exactly half.
The word, so coming from a single human, donating 89 million is just ridiculous. How 89 million?
George Soros, he donated 179 million.
A human being having the funds to be able to donate that amount of money to a cause.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would be heavily stressed and probably like, I understand why those people take their lives so often.
But in your mind, what is the value of shaping the world in your image? Because that's what he's doing.
In a negative light is what we're perceiving it as, though, right?
I mean, I guess I don't know enough about the exact things that he does and the exact, investments he makes. But I know that Elon Musk, a guy who seems to be, pretty
not afraid to say the truth.
Yeah, and pretty grounded with reality, claims that he believes George Soros is a fundamental hater of humanity. Crazy. I could not believe that statement because it's really I've heard that George Soros is an evil guy, but for someone as profound as Elon Musk to say it on the biggest platform ever is crazy.
It's fun to talk about and point at, but it's also just scary to actually think about.
It's scary because to think about the weight he holds, in the Democratic Party. That money that he's paying, it's not for nothing. He's influencing bills that are or not getting passed, laws that are or are not getting put into place.
Or people being protected from certain laws.
Exactly. I mean, I think one of the things Elon Musk called out on JRE was that he appoints district attorneys that refuse to prosecute crime when it benefits them. So he's basically corrupting the United States judicial system by hand-picking people that will prosecute when and how he wants them to prosecute.
Jeez, all this happening on Kyle's 28th birthday is insane to me.
It's tomorrow.
You know what's fucking crazy?
Yeah, no.
The worst basketball players in the NBA be making $20 million in their entire career.
They sell tickets.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You say they sell tickets?
NBA is a high yielding.
The eighth man on a fucking roster isn't the one selling tickets, and he makes $20 million over what, a 10-year stretch. That is insane to me.
Yeah, but basketball has teams of 9 to 14 people. The NFL has teams of what, 40, 50 people?
Well, no,
So you play such a bigger role.
No, I'm not even saying NBA. I'm saying in general. Like,
Yeah.
the trashiest, like people on the practice squad in the NFL make $2 million a year.
I feel like that's pretty overestimated. I thought they make like several $100,000 at most.
Still,
Even cheaper.
That
Second
is
and third
absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It is. But think about the
Yeah.
competition that they're getting through to get there. I mean, they probably have earned that, right?
Also, I mean, NFL,
I don't know.
you're so replaceable in football. Just find the other 300-pound piece of meat that can do the line. Like, those are the guys that are getting the no money, right? Not the high-skilled positions are getting no money, right? You would know. I don't know.
What?
I'm illiterate with football.
It pretty much goes.
Definitely some linemen that make good money.
Yeah, but I'm saying like linemen who are at the bottom of the
it's-
pack are just going to get replaced with the next 20-year-old that eats 8 eggs every morning.
No, the linemen make, I think, position wise, it goes quarterback,
Okay.
I thought it was defensive end after quarterback. That's what I thought.
defensive
Okay.
end, linebackers,
Mhm.
and then offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And then like people like running backs and running backs. Some tight ends make crazy money, some wide receivers, but very few.
Yeah.
But it's just because
Wow.
one hit, they're done.
Well, think
One
about-
crazy hit to the head, they're done.
Yeah. And think about supply and demand.
I had that asked backwards.
There's a lot. I mean, there's less available positions on a team for someone to play running back. Obviously, there's only one or two on the field at a time. But everybody wants to play running back or wide receiver or quarterback. Nobody wants to go to the line.
So this is actually the controversy with running backs right now, because running backs aren't getting paid, even though they're the most productive person on the field at all times, besides the quarterback.
That's dope.
Is most running backs start seeing a slow decline after the rookie year's done, because I think the rookie year is 3-4 years long, and they start seeing decline after that because of how much usage they are in a game. To where people are like, why would I want to pay this guy when he's already 28 years old and he's already hit his prime? Because running backs' primes are like 2 to 3 years. So it's like, why pay him now? So it's like, that's been a whole controversy.
Really?
Speaking of football, you know I'm not even into football. But did you see that the quarterback that got drafted to the Titans, Will Levis?
Will Levis.
Is it Will Levis?
Mm-hmm.
And that his girlfriend incident.
What, they just broke up?
Did you see her reaction when he slipped to the second round? Or what? He was sitting there the entire time, and then it got to the second round, and she like was looking not happy with like him.
I mean, I'd be pissed too if I was sitting there for hours for 2 days in a row. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, but what if right after that you get like 400, 500,000 followers on TikTok and then break up with him? And you make slutty videos.
Mm-hmm. Those women will get what's
business.
coming to
Yeah.
them. No, I mean, what they're trying to do is only going to support them until they stop looking good, which won't take long.
And she broke up with him before his game debut, which
And he fucking
he scored 4 touchdowns, which is tied for the most ever in a rookie debut for a quarterback.
Nice.
Yeah.
He killed it.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I'm so illiterate with football. I didn't know the Tennessee Titans were a team until like
Really?
this morning. I had no idea that was a team. I was like, the Tennessee Titans. I'm like, is that NFL? I had no idea.
Do you know about Sacramento Blue Jackets?
Is that a team?
Yeah.
I'm looking at you for approval. Okay. I discussed that with my assistant, and he said that that's not a team.
I mean, I could be in the wrong, unless that is a new thing. I'm not up to date,
Blue Jackets?
but I've never heard of them.
That sounds a little.
Well, the Las Vegas Raiders.
That was
The Raiders?
thing.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Is that where they moved?
I don't know. You tell
Don't
me.
bamboozle me.
They did leave Oakland, didn't they? Go to Vegas? Where did they go?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why are you bamboozling, bro? Why is that? Why are you doing that? You just like. In other news, did you know that smoking cigars is apparently incredibly spiritual?
Yeah.
I had no idea, and that's why the Indians smoked so much tobacco.
Mhm.
It's incredibly spiritual.
In its raw form, it probably is.
Have you seen them like knock it up people's noses and then pat them in the head and
No,
like, oh, and then the people.
Mm-mm.
Isn't that how they do ayahuasca sometimes? They like stuff it up the people's nose or something.
I think
I have no
ayahuasca's a
idea.
drink. You get it by like boiling certain plants that have dimethyltryptamines in them.
See, that'd be my issue. I drink drinks way too fast to be able to do ayahuasca. I would chug that.
I think you're supposed to.
All right, everybody, pick up your cups. Kyle?
I'd already be that. Yeah.
But it's supposed to last forever. Ayahuasca, I think it lasts like a day or something. It's a long trip if I'm not.
We heard about Matthew McConaughey's trip on ayahuasca, right?
I'd love to hear about it if you know about it.
You actually don't. You never heard about it?
Never.
He like climbed a mountain in Mexico or something like that, and like was in a cage with some. I think it was either a panther or a jaguar or something like that for like 4 hours.
In a cage?
Yeah. The
Why?
thing just came and like laid next to him, and he just pet this like panther, whatever exotic cat it was, for like hours.
That's fucking crazy.
I forget. I think it was on. There's a whole documentary on Netflix called like "Enjoy Your Trip" or something like that,
Yeah, I've seen.
and it's all celebrity.
I don't
trips.
remember Matthew McConaughey being on it.
I think you'd have to look at it. He might not have been on it, but there was a bunch like Sting was on it. I remember,
Yeah, Sting, exactly.
but you'd have to look at McConaughey's because I heard that somewhere.
Good.
You might have to fact check me then.
Well, I have something to look up after this then
Yeah.
for the garage.
Well, Jake Paul was the most hated person on the internet and most hateable person on the internet for a long time. And then he did a ayahuasca trip.
No.
And now he's beloved and fighting for a belt in boxing.
When's
an
he
You
actual
think he's
championship.
beloved?
I think he has a lot of positive votes now. People who see him from the boxing stuff now, I think actually, and I witnessed his vlogs when I was a kid, and now I've witnessed this grown Jake Paul, and I have judgment. I think he's a person I wouldn't mind sitting right next to me right now. I think he would fit in with us.
Yeah.
I'd have a good time with him, for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, his stature and his status would be kind of intimidating and kind of odd, but he seems like a cool guy.
You think that the public view on him has changed so drastically because the person that he's most closely associated with is now like largely hated?
Who, Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think Logan Paul's largely hated because he's kind of like, it's really obvious when you see Logan Paul that he's a bad guy trying to be a good guy.
Right.
And you look at Jake Paul and he's a good guy trying to be a bad guy.
True.
And I think that Logan Paul's, accrued a lot of hate because, his true colors, his bitch colors have kind of shown.
Wait, y'all think people like Jake Paul more than Logan Paul?
By far now. At least I feel that
flipped
way.
recently. I know you.
See, I'm coming at it from I've seen a lot of. I guess obviously I'm not on the internet as much as maybe you guys. I don't know about you,
I'm not really.
but probably not as much as you. But because I don't watch WWE at all, but I am a mass follower of them on social media. I love seeing their WWE clips, and people love him in WWE.
He's insane.
Yeah, and he's a good wrestler.
You want to know why? It's because just like him and his attitude and everything he tries to portray, the WWE is fake.
Well,
They're doing a bunch of stunts, and yeah, those stunts hurt, but what they're doing is a show. It's fake, just like his personality and just like everything that comes out of his mouth.
Well, in the creator space, you're only known, you're only as good as your last project. Same thing with your reputation. You're only as good as your most recent news.
Because he was hated.
Most
after
recent
that Jungle
news is
thing.
Logan Paul fought the Dylan Dennis guy. Dylan Dennis roasted the hell out of LP, made fun of his girlfriend or his wife suing them. So now he just looks horrible in recent news.
What was the turning point, you think, for him, like in your eyes? Because I know a lot of people hated him after the Suicide Forest thing, which I forgave him for. I mean, he's an influencer.
I honestly never cared about that. Am I the only one?
I didn't care at all.
I didn't. I could see it being insensitive, he's just a crazy vlog guy that filmed in a suicide forest.
He's trying to get crazy shit on camera. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I know where I started hating him. I'm curious if there was a point where you saw him and you're like, I don't fuck with you anymore.
No.
It's very specific for me.
I've never disliked him, but I don't like him as much as I liked him before.
I really started to dislike him heavily when he was like publicly shaming George Janko for his religious beliefs.
Yeah.
I think that was a real scumbag move. And that's something that you don't insult somebody for. You don't say you need help to somebody on a huge platform like that because they're religious and you don't happen to agree with the way that they look at life.
And he argued like a kid a little bit too, because you know
He's just
how
a scumbag of a guy.
when a kid argues about like Christianity or any religion, really, it's like, well, how do you hate gay people? Like he brought up all the classic
Completely uninformed.
14-year-old yelling at a pastor.
Stereotypical.
Yeah.
Completely uninformed.
Live on his show.
Yeah.
Who's George Jenko?
George Jenko was the
Thank
third
you.
co-host.
Yeah.
I believe he's Syrian. He's a little bit Arabic looking.
He comes off.
He's a comedian.
He comes off as a really nice, genuine guy, and he seems to have been done quite dirty by Logan Paul, especially in the times where he was being shamed for being Christian
Yeah.
and being like just into God.
Yeah.
That was the turning point for me. Ever since then, I couldn't do anything but look down on Logan Paul as a person. I think he's immoral.
Can I?
Haram.
Haram. Can I shift the mood? Can we take the headphones off and wear the birthday hats?
Sure.
Is that cool?
What brand shoes are those, Bailey?
I think they're Crown Vintage
Crown Vintage.
or something. Let me look.
Because I need
Oh,
new shoes for work.
These are great.
Okay, there goes my strap.
Those are H&M brand.
No, I got them at.
They're not like number 6.
No, I got them at DSW.
Okay.
Crown Vintage.
Oh, hey man, your hat fell off.
No.
Your strings broke?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have a hat on.
You have a big. You
I
have a big head.
ass melon, dude.
Yeah. His shoes off.
Yeah. What's the other brand, sweetheart?
Dude, it's your birthday and your hat's falling off. You know how dumb this makes me look? You beautiful specimen of a birthday man.
Okay. I think I got it. I was gonna cough into your mic for ear rape, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to.
Thanks for not-
germs
yeah.
all over your mic.
You can do whatever you want, bro. It's your birthday.
That's alright.
Tomorrow.
I'm not gonna be a dick.
Tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, Crown Vintage.
Is that on Amazon?
Probably. Everything is on Amazon.
Yeah.
No plug needed.
Nice. Are they comfy?
Yeah, pretty comfy. I love your shoes, by the way. They make me think of like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Would you mind showing them for the camera?
Are you talking about my shoes?
Yeah,
Yeah, those two remind me of The Hobbit.
yeah.
What was that little elf-looking thing in Harry Potter? And he was given a
Dobby?
sock. Dobby. Those are very Dobby.
No,
Yeah, those are
No.
Dobby.
Dobby didn't wear shoes.
Well, if he did wear shoes,
He didn't have socks.
oh, Master granted Dobby a sock.
you're telling me you wouldn't kick that thing to the moon? If you
No,
saw it? To
Dobby.
the moon. To the moon.
Dobby's cute.
Dobby looks like every
I'm about to
Jewish kid.
cry.
To the moon.
Oh my gosh, every you got to throw the word every in there. I'm crying because Dobby's so cute.
No, the fuck he's not. Dobby was like top 5 most powerful people in
He was so
Harry
good.
Potter.
Didn't he beat up a powerful person
Yeah.
as soon as he was free?
No, Malfoy.
Yeah, it was
Or-
Malfoy. eh?
No, it wasn't
His-
Malfoy,
his
it was
father.
Drake. Yeah, his dad.
I'm lost. I never watched it.
Yeah.
Lame.
Props to the wine choice.
That shit's fire.
It's
Yeah,
really
wine was
good.
good.
I can't wait for y'all to try the next one. The next one's good too.
This one's so
I
good,
hope
dude.
y'all. By the way, if y'all want us to start for these boys only episodes, we need to do a Patreon where we just go a little bit longer, whether it's in the garage or something, and we just throw a mic out there and record an extra 20.
Yeah. That's
Just
hard with
hanging
me.
out. Yeah, we'll do it one day once we build it up a
We
little
need to
bit.
get a wine sponsor, dude.
I've been on that. I've been thinking about that for a long time.
He's the guy to do it.
Yeah. No, right now content is king. Quick update on the show. Content is king. Right now we're focusing so much on projects and making these podcasts a little bit higher quality. Yeah, go pee, dude. Did you go pee last time?
Yeah. So while he's gone, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think the universe is conscious?
Do I think the universe is conscious?
Yeah.
Yes. Technically, yeah.
Dude, you're not even on the bro.
If Earth is living, then what says other planets aren't living, and what says the universe isn't living?
I'm not saying is there life in more places other than Earth.
No, I get that, but it's like
Oh, okay.
Earth as a whole is a living being.
You think so?
Yeah, it has to be.
But it's not. The center of Earth is just a bunch of molten metal. That's not alive,
That you think.
I guess, as far as we know as humans.
He got you there.
Well, it's because they tell us that.
You're right. How can you believe anything aside from personal experience?
That was much deeper than. That's really deep.
Yeah.
I do think so, and that's because I know what you're about to bring up because we talked about it.
Briefly, yeah.
Can you please?
Yes. The double slit experiment. I was really interested to find this out. It's an experiment testing light, trying to figure out if light is a wave or a group of particles behaving like a wave. And basically, the experiment concluded that that light behaves differently based on whether or not you are observing it in this particular experiment. So, like, it would be a true disservice to the experiment itself if I tried to describe it in detail, but somehow when you're not looking at light as they perform this experiment, it behaves one way, like a wave. But then when you observe it, it behaves differently and acts like a particle or groups of particles.
That is insane.
It's pretty crazy.
When you really think about it.
It's pretty crazy.
Because do you ever like, you remember watching Toy Story as a kid and you walk away from your toys and then you turn around so quick after you get out the doorway and you're like, did they move?
I don't know. I never had toys.
Why?
I never had any toys.
Well, what's wrong?
That's some gangster shit.
Yeah, I never played with toys my whole life. My mom said she couldn't get me to smile until I was 6 months old.
Did you laugh?
I don't know.
Laugh with a frown?
I was 6 months old. Yeah. That's somehow it.
What? So, I mean, let's dig into that.
What? I never.
No toys?
No, ever. Never played with toys. Ever.
Oh, you just never played with them?
I never.
What'd you do for
I never
fun?
owned any, and I never played with any.
What'd you do for fun?
I guess if you call
Car keys.
what I did for fun, I like watching movies
Oh.
or like going outside, riding my scooter around the neighborhood. The balls, like a basketball or a football or like a soccer ball or kickball, like that would entertain me for hours. Any kind of ball aside from test balls. Yeah,
You didn't like little airplanes and you'd go around the kitchen like this
never.
and then you do a landing?
No, I would make paper airplanes. Like I got really good at it. It's a skill that I still have of making good paper airplanes that could fly well.
Should we prove it?
I never had toys though.
You wouldn't count a scooter as a toy?
If it counts as a toy, then I had toys.
You had one of those gas-powered scooters.
No,
No?
I had just a little razor.
I would say a razor scooter's a toy.
Would you call a bike a toy?
No, because I wouldn't. I mean,
would
so
you
there's
call a scooter a toy?
yes.
They're so close in function.
To me, are you riding that razor scooter to Publix to get groceries?
Well, no, it wasn't electric. It was just like a
Oh.
little.
Are you riding that bike to the grocery store to get groceries? Are you capable of?
I could ride that scooter to Publix. Just like I could ride the.
I might be
What's
able to
less
help with this
convenient,
whole
though?
scooter being a toy situation. Did it have 2 or 3 wheels?
2.
Wasn't a toy.
Hmm.
If it had 3
Okay.
wheels, that's a toy, dude.
Hot take.
Yeah. You know the 2 wheel, you know those little ones with the, yeah.
So those 2 extra wheels makes it a toy.
You don't think so?
No, it's just training wheels.
Well, it would be, if you think both are toys, one would be, 3 wheels would be more of a toy. No?
I mean, you're adding training wheels to a bike. Does that make the bike a toy?
Yes.
Fair.
What?
I guess I had Nerf guns
Oh.
for a brief period before
Yeah.
I started getting airsoft guns, and then I became of age and got real guns.
Real stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I had throwing knives. One year I really wanted throwing knives. That was like a toy.
Yeah, I literally witnessed all this.
How old were you when you got throwing knives?
Way too young. We were like 5th graders, dude, throwing knives
Yeah,
at a deer
I was
in
like-
his yard.
I was like
A real deer.
10 or 11 or 12.
Oh, fake deer.
I was about to say you just
Oh, yeah.
threw knives
Yeah.
at a deer
I
and
did
just were
have
like,
I did have
watch
like a-
this.
Yeah, I had a bow and arrow. So if that's a toy, a bow and arrow,
Nah.
like practice
I
arrows.
would, unless it has the plungers on the end, I wouldn't say it was a toy.
No, no.
See? Plungers, training wheels. That makes things toys.
Mm.
Thanks.
Like,
Like
what's your favorite appetizer?
appetizer?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna lock in with pretzels with beer cheese dip.
Pretzel and beer cheese. Do you like the
Come
bites or do you like whole pretzels?
I like the long pretzels,
So not bites, just a long.
not bites. I mean, bites are great, but like if I have to lock in with the best appetizer, I'm going with the full pretzel. Not the pretzel, but the long
talking about?
stick pretzel. Fingers, pretzel fingers,
Heard.
Scooby Doo fingers.
What about yours?
My favorite. Oh god. I mean, I like nachos a lot. But if we're getting something for the whole table and not just like two people, I would say I'm a big spinach artichoke dip guy or Chili's queso. The queso at Chili's goes insanely hard.
I hear that.
Insanely hard.
Maybe an unpopular answer, but if I ever get a appetizer, I can never decide. So I always get like whatever the sampler platter is. And it's like
Yeah.
a little bit of 3 or 4 or 5 of their appetizers.
Another hot take. I'll only get a sampler plate if it's just like me and my girlfriend. Simply because there's only enough.
Only enough, yeah.
Yeah, because if
For two people to share.
if they come up with 3 tacos, 3 whatever, and there's 6 of us, it's like
Yeah,
only one of us is getting the tacos. Only so
exactly. You have to get 2
yeah.
samplers at that
The
point.
sampler's like the most expensive appetizer.
Exactly, yeah.
Fuck,
Can I have more wine?
Of course, brother.
you gotta finish that glass.
Okay.
Playboy.
You know what was weird about Tennessee while I lived there is they have phenomenal Mexican restaurants, and their Mexican population is so heavy in one of the what you would consider whitest states. in the
Whitewash
country.
state, yeah.
Yeah, like it's the heart of the Bible Belt, and there's just Hispanics everywhere. Like 3 or 4
Yeah.
full-grown Mexican men going to grocery stores and shopping together because they live in the same house.
I don't know how to say this.
Not that that's uncommon, but in Tennessee, it was like crazy popular. The Mexican population was just high.
Did I tell you when I went to Tennessee, we found me and Ryan were just exploring the mountain roads, and we come across a country
Sounds kind
store.
of gay, but sorry.
Yeah. But we were stumbled upon because we were just trying to find country stores, different ones, and we came across one where we went outside and there was literally a blackface statues, like little like blackface like gnomes statues and everything. It was the wildest thing.
Is there
I've
a
ever
meaning
seen.
to those? Is there a
Had to
meaning?
have been. Like there was no way of explaining it else besides being blackface statues.
If you have to signal to someone else that you are something via symbolism or like a flag or a upside down pineapple, you probably shouldn't be doing that thing. Like whatever you're trying to signal to somebody symbolically without actually saying it outright,
Like
probably need to spend time doing something else.
symbolic racism is just wait, whoa, what do you mean by that? Jesus, the followers drew a fish.
Wait, the followers of Jesus drew a fish?
He's trying to call out all of symbolism. It's not going to work. That's ridiculous. You could pick that apart in a million
Blasphemy.
different ways.
Yeah.
By the way, are you really taking me serious with this hat on?
I honestly have not even
Noticed
paid
it.
attention to that.
Yeah.
That's a big personality.
You remember that time period where like Confederate flags started getting extremely demonized?
Yeah, because it's quite literally the grouping of people who are fighting to keep slavery.
It was
I think it's a little deeper than that.
I say slavery was maybe 5 to 10% of
No.
the reason they were fighting. Yes.
It was like the heart of how a lot of them made money. So in their eyes, their livelihood was being taken away by something
No.
they thought was totally fine.
And I'm fine with that. But rocking the Confederate flag nowadays,
Oh, I mean,
do
if
it,
you
but
put it on
like
the
what?
back of a truck, then it's sort of like you said, it's very advertising, the symbolic sort of make me take this down
But
esque.
here it's like that. In Tennessee, it was like you're a little bit celebrated. Like you made friends by having a Confederate flag flying from your front porch or from your truck. Someone would like see that and then they would feel compelled to strike up a conversation and be like, let me befriend this guy that's openly racist.
Yeah, hate
Yeah.
black people, me too, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was like. And it was a
Conversation
culture
starter.
shock.
It's
coming
like
from here to
it's
there.
like Step Brothers where they're trying to sell the house, but what's it? Not Brennan. What's the other guy's name? Fuck. But he dressed up as a KKK guy across the street. Like,
Yeah.
howdy, neighbor.
Cutting his grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so funny.
That's, I mean, the best comedy movie of our time by far.
I watched it again and don't do it.
What do you mean don't do it?
Seriously.
I've watched
It's just been too long.
I've watched it about 1,000 times.
Me too. Me
even
too.
recently,
but
even recently.
watch it recently and
I
you'll
have.
be upset.
I've watched
amazing.
it this year.
You'll still be upset.
I'm not. It's the
the
best
only
movie.
the only part that still holds weight
is every part of
Every
the movie.
part
is
of
the
movie.
Catalina
Nah.
wine mixer.
You can shut
That's
Every
the only
part of the
part.
movie holds
your
weight.
mouth. You're
The
saying,
oh wait,
no.
the only second. Okay,
I want you
number
to clip,
2.
I want you to clip what you just said. Put it on your account and
It's
see how many
clipped.
people.
It was already clipped.
Okay,
It's already up right now.
go ahead. What was second thing?
If you, the second best part of the movie.
Well, you were saying
Right now?
Well, the second thing.
The only other part that holds weight is when he farts, and the guy can taste ketchup.
Wow.
Yeah.
You uncultured swine.
What do you mean uncultured swine? I watched that movie with you hundreds of times.
Yeah. And for you to now.
If I'm uncultured, you're uncultured as well.
No, because I still love it. And I can still quote every scene.
It's
Let's
so
watch it
good.
tonight. Let's all sit down and watch Step Brothers.
That's a hell of a commitment.
It is.
Why? Because it's old news.
No, because we started.
No,
at
at any
9 o'clock.
movie.
It's
I say
late.
any movie.
It's late.
I'm about
You
to
know
break
what?
down
You
the
know what
chairs.
still holds weight too?
Mm.
Tropic Thunder.
Of course it does.
Oh my god, I watched it for the first time in like 5 years. I think it was last week.
One of the only movies where blackface was done successfully without crazy.
Well, it's white man playing a black man playing a white man playing a white man. That shit is funny.
That's a good one. That's a very good one. Yeah.
I never watched it.
Oh, I did it backwards.
What?
It's a white man playing a white man that's playing a white man that's playing a black man. It's Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's like his best. I think it's one of his best roles to date. Like it's awesome. It's
It's a good one.
Oh.
I mean, what is he?
Jack Black's in it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'll go to watch
Are
it.
you serious,
you've never.
I
seen
don't think
it.
I have.
dude?
It's so
Is
ridiculous.
there football in there somewhere?
Uncultured
No,
swine
it's ridiculous funny. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I love
funny.
Jack Black.
Jack Black's one of the
hilarious.
funniest people in that movie.
Actually, you made a really good point. I think it might have been the last time we did a podcast saying that Tom Cruise, like one of his best parts ever,
Was in Tropic Thunder.
was in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
One of
but
his best roles.
Just because he's not his typical hero self. He's literally a fat PR guy.
and he's so funny.
but Tom Cruise believes a ancient civilization of aliens planted us here in the heart of in frozen ice, but planted us in a volcano that melted the ice, and then we popularized the whole world. And
Do you think that's more or less reasonable than believing in a guy that made fucking like bread and wine?
it's definitely less reasonable.
Yeah.
'Cause the
Wait, whoa,
book-
whoa. Less
Yeah.
reasonable? Less reasonable than a guy
It's-
walking on water or dying and then
Yeah,
being risen from
for
the
sure.
grave out of a cave and moving a giant.
Okay,
boulder?
Logan Paul, you ready?
I would say they're both on the same.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no. Scientology is way less believable than the most popular religion on earth.
Also debatable, but I don't know. I just couldn't. I don't agree.
Is
Well,
Christianity now the most popular religion?
Listen, let's touch on this
I don't know.
subject because
I thought
I'm not
Islam
one
was-
to actually be able to
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
divulge into this completely. But y'all don't think it's crazy that the Bible quotes specific places and times that from across the entire world at the time it was written? How did they know about there and there and there and things that were going on there?
Because the
It's-
Bible has also been rewritten about 1,000 times.
Yeah, but you go back and it's still the same messaging for the most part. It didn't
There's-
change tenfold.
It's changed.
Maybe
I would say
twofold.
try find. Oh, dude, there's been
Why don't you-
chunks of the Bible taken out.
Ask the Catholic Church. They constantly change their interpretation of the Bible to fit their own agenda. Constantly.
Yeah, but Catholics
I have
are
family
Catholics.
members that were born Catholic and
Yeah, and you
converted
didn't grow up with toys.
Yeah,
So that's where I'm at.
true. I mean, that's total illogical. Like, that's not a real
I
argument.
said the Bible is constantly changing.
What do you mean? It's just walking around changing it, changing? What
No,
is it
I
doing?
mean,
You
if we
forget-
want to, I could write a Bible right now and change whatever's in it.
Yeah,
and
but it's
then
not the
publish it.
Bible.
Yeah, but you forget.
It could be.
History is written by the winners, brother.
Is that true?
That's absolutely true.
I would say it's written by the minorities right now.
That's the most foolish thing.
You don't think so?
I know it's not true.
You realize 2% of the population. I'm not going to get into that actually.
There you go.
There's a reason
Yeah.
in school we don't really learn that we I don't want to say lost the Vietnam War, but you don't really get taught in grade school, high school, whatever, why we got taken out of Vietnam Wars, because we got our asses kicked in Vietnam.
It's because Manny Pacquiao came out with that right hook.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's Vietnamese, ain't he?
I have no idea.
Dude,
I didn't make the claim that he was Vietnamese.
Well, you were talking about Vietnam.
Oh,
That's why I brought
didn't
him
say
up.
Manny Pacquiao.
I'm saying me. He might be Filipino. Yeah, he is Filipino. Yeah, this is bad.
You want to fact check that real quick before
Edit
you
that
double
out.
down to him being Filipino?
He is Filipino. Edit
Are
that
you
out.
sure?
Edit that out.
No. This
Edit
is going
that
to be
out.
clipped. I hope it gets clipped.
It's not getting clipped. Edit that out.
No, we're doing this right now. I'm going to double check this real quick.
Okay. Type in Manny Pacquiao
I don't even
and
know how to
his
spell
place of birth will pop up right away. I bet you looked up where was Manny Pacquiao born.
No, I just looked at Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, thank you. So we have a guy who's 28, a guy who didn't grow up with toys, and then we have a guy just vibing. Is that what's happening? No? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
He is Filipino. Good guess. After saying he was Vietnamese.
Yeah. We cut out the Vietnamese part though. You know.
We did.
We're not cutting it out.
What?
Because I'm going to bring it up 10 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The callback.
Bring up some of your talking points. You got some good ones.
Hippity hip hop.
What are we doing?
Hippity hip hop.
This is what happens when I drink wine. My words become one word.
I stumbled upon an interesting fact the other day, and that was, I'm sure you're familiar with Genghis Khan and the Mongolian Empire.
Very familiar.
He had so many wives during his reign.
Sorry, there was a... No, keep going. I'll explain it in a second while I'm laughing.
He had so many wives during his reign. He had so many children that today 1 in 200 people are genetically like related to him.